Okay, here's a typical question that asks us to find the equation of a tangent line at a given point. So we know that we're just going to be using the limit as h goes to 0 of f of a plus h minus f of a all over h. This is the equation that gives us the slope, right, of a tangent line at a specific point. If we wanted to find a general equation for all slopes, right, at all points, we have to use the x minus h and x version, right? So this is just going to be the slope of our tangent line at the point a comma f of a. If we wanted to find the general one, again, we would use the f of x plus h minus f of x all over h, still taking the limit as h goes to 0. That gives us the slope of the tangent line everywhere, right? It gives us the general equation. Okay, so for this case we can use the first one. Feel free to use the second one if you want for the practice. They really involve the exact same steps. This one's just a little bit easier algebra because you're dealing with a constant here instead of x. Okay, so we've got the limit as h goes to 0 of f of 2 plus h, right, minus f of 2 all over h, which equals f of 2 plus h is you got to plug 2 plus h into this function, so you get 8 times 4 plus 4h plus h squared, right, minus, now you've got to do 2 plus h into here, so you've got to get 2 plus h quantity cubed. If you don't remember how to, you can either square it and then FOIL it, or you can do Pascal's triangle, right? 1, 2, 1, 1, 3, 3, 1. So there's my cubic. So that means these are the coefficients in front of the terms, in this case 2 and h, that are being raised to different powers. So this is going to be, the first one is a 1 times 2 cubed, so that's just 8. And then now we have 3 times 2 squared, which is 4, so that's 12 times the h. Then 3 times 2 is 6, and then h gets squared. And then finally 1 times no 2's, but now 3 of the h's, right, h cubed. So that's just f of 2 plus h. We still need to subtract f of 2, which is nice and easy because we have it up here, right? So it's just 24 all over h. Okay, so again, limit as h goes to 0 of, just clean all this up, 32 plus 32h plus 8h squared minus 8 minus 12h minus 6h squared minus h cubed minus 24, still all over h. So now we can combine like terms, right? We've got a 32, a minus 8, and a minus 24. So those cancel, right, when you add them all together. Then we have 32h minus 12h. So that's going to be 20h. We have 8h squareds and negative 6h squareds. So that is plus 2h squareds. And then we have this minus h cubed left, still all over h. h goes to 0. We can now divide everything out by h and just get 20 plus 2h minus h squared. Now we can finally apply our limit, let h go to 0, and this is going to be just 20, right? Because these things go to 0. And so 20 is now the slope of our tangent line. So we have a slope, we have a point, we can put it into point slope form, right? Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So we've got y minus 24 equals 20 times x minus 2. And that's usually going to be good enough for WebAssign. If you want to clean it up and put it in y equals mx plus b format, then of course you would just go y minus 24 equals 20x minus 40. Move the 24 over, and y equals 20x minus 16, right? So either one of these should be acceptable. Hope that helps.